stuff.
I was gonna say back there.
Right with that, alright.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
444.
Oh shoot, we're moving. I didn't know they had tables in any of these parts.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome aboard Northstar.
I got like 3 hours of sleep last night.
I feel you. I'm running off of 4 hours right now. I almost stopped this morning.
I walked like 5 miles today and I have no idea how I didn't fall once.
That I'm actually.
I'm wearing tennis shoes.
I feel you. Like I'm even in the boots and I was slipping. I was slipping in the boots.
No, because like the boots I have are terrible for going on walks because they scrape like all your tendons and
Oh jeez.
So that's why I went to their shoes.
I feel you.
And I was just like, it's going on slow back home.
I was trying so hard to just like watch my steps and everything.
It was terrifying this morning. Like even walking a block from our house to the 38th park, I almost fell probably.
I was like, I got up, I was like so hyped this morning. Like, I had to psych myself up to get ready to be like, oh yeah, I'm up at 4 something in the morning, I can catch this reverse commute Northstar. And then I step outside, I get out of my driveway and I'm walking in the street and then just slip.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So now we're heading back to downtown Minneapolis, the occupancy facility of the Northstar.
Game's like so bad this morning.
After it shuts down, who knows what's going to happen to it.
But Nicollet Mall was completely fine because they saw the shit out of that side. But yeah, because normally what I would have done is I would have taken it to mine and then like connected to this.
Thank you all for being here with me. For those that are
I was like, no, we're not doing that. I got up at Nicollet Mall,
or whatever, but
and took that to Target.
like I mentioned in the last live stream, feel free to say anything on the chat.
Getting so much footage today, Fish from Gumball or the Evolution guy.
And I'm Vinci, which is not a character name.
Nice to meet you too. Damien. Damien and
Enrique.
Enrique. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Right now I'm doing my YouTube live.
Sweet.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so we're all doing YouTube stuff here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like make a video.
You guys run YouTube as well? You guys run YouTube as well?
I run a YouTube channel. I'm 52 pickup on YouTube. I made like a couple Twin City Straits videos years ago, and I'm trying to get back into it after being on hiatus for a while.
Oh, okay.
I made one video about going to Excelsior by bike and bus, and that's about it. Oh, it's cool. I recorded a bunch of footage in Fargo. I may have just earned 20 bucks doing this trip, by the way, because I took pictures of Sarah Lane. Like, he next to me when somebody's right by me. I was like, they'll pay you 20 bucks to take a picture with Sarah Lane. I was like, okay, shit.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, congratulations. When being a
Make
transgender
it that
literally
big.
pays.
Make
I was
it
going to
that
say. And then of course I brought my GoPro because I don't know how much I don't have too much battery on this thing. I was filming some music video shots with it when I was in Laconia because like I had no time to walk down to the city. It's like, let's do that.
It's a shame, like, so many of those, like, red buses and, like, micro transition doesn't have, like, micro axles.
It is a shame because like I would shit.
That would.
Okay, filming with the DS camera is so goated. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
DSI camera.
Side camera, like, I just didn't realize I just quite forgot I was live and I didn't realize I
Oh,
was on it, but
How
yeah.
do we afterwards go on wandering?
Yeah, guys, what you guys just saw was my DSI. I was taking a photo of the Northstar with the DSI.
Just for my trip.
So, shout out to Old Nostalgia.
I like this.
Oh, here's the town.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
an antique store.
That is so
It's an
cool.
antique store. This is like an old house. This is like a crazy old So this is the tree. The outside is like one of those old mansions.
Yeah.
And there's like a there's a cross on top.
Oh.
Basically, the people in here told me that this house was designed, this university designed the James J. Hill house, Major James J. Hill, and it was at one point it was
That's part of my
private. What?
Oh, I just said part about like I forgot something was live and I dropped the swear word. We're not trying to get people on fire.
But what was I saying? James J. Hill. This used to be a private home, and then it became like a convent or a nuns or something. Like in the 30s, I think it was into the 80s, and now it's an
Oh, anyway, I think we just passed over highway or something. I don't think that was 690. That was something. That was hit Again, it is. I don't know what motivated all the transit nerds to show up on Boxing Day, but I guess like here we are.
Well, there's a streets that might be up there.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Elk River. This
Oh,
is
it's
the first
Streets
scheduled
Event, that's what it is. Oh, now, okay.
Honestly, I forgot it was a streets event thing.
I forgot that was happening.
No, because I was in Cold Spring with John.
Oh,
today.
yep.
Yeah. So I just came back.
I knew
on
about
this
it all
trip.
along, so.
I just
I
thought
mean,
of,
I don't know how many people are here specifically because of streets, or they just heard a bunch of people were taking the Northstar today, and so they were like,
There's an NPR article about it. So.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
So
people,
I mean,
people got.
I think like I'm counting them as like part of the streets event, at least like generally speaking, because it's like they're on here because we organized a group, like an event of like, hey, if you want an excuse to ride the train, we're riding the train.
oh yeah. Like, I just got up. I was originally going to join you for the Cold Spring trip, but because the ice was so bad on the streets and sidewalks this morning, I took an alternate route to get to Big Lake. You want to know what it
Elk
is?
River. Next stop is Ramsey.
I traveled over 70 miles on buses with a single $2 fare.
Nice.
Like, I circumnavigated the entire West Metro by way of Dial-A-Ride and Southwest Prime.
On a single $2 fare?
So I took the 534 as my starting bus because I live in Bloomington, transferred to the 686, got a ticket printed out for that for transferring to Southwest
And
Prime.
they didn't charge you. Oh, you did the 686 local?
I did the 686 local. I got a transfer ticket printed for the express route, so I got plugged by my driver basically.
Yeah.
And then I was able to use that transfer ticket on Southwest Prime. So then I took Southwest Prime all the way to Waconia at the hospital there because they offer Southwest Prime for just that hospital apparently at Waconia. And then from there I booked through Trailblazer Transit, a Dial-A-Ride bus. Well, 2 Dial-A-Ride buses because they laid me over at their headquarters in Buffalo. That all the way to Big Lake Station, and because I'm a first-time rider with them, it was completely free because of their promotion. So I only had to pay the $2 to go all the way, and that apparently, well, now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably going to be the only way you can day trip to Big Lake after this shuts down. It's like that 882, it only runs one direction.
Yeah.
I think you can just try Cat maybe. No. Yeah, you would have to do Trailblazer.
Can you not do transit link to Trenton?
You're doing the border of Sherburne and Oka.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So I was thinking, like, after this shuts down,
Is the 3-mile limit doesn't like.
It doesn't apply to Greater Minnesota.
Okay.
And also,
it's
it's
a
like,
hard
how,
stop.
I don't know how you're going to transfer between Anoka and Sherburne County. Like, you have to, like, walk up Highway 10 in order to, like,
Yeah, there's nowhere obvious to transfer.
Yeah. So
Maybe like up like 181st Ave or something.
I think it was you do Maplewood Transit, take that to transit station, and then take transit like to the Nature Center at L3, and then from there get on Trailblazer because Trailblazer goes deep, and I believe it's not going to run. Well, it does go to Rogers, but it's like a very limited use case.
I want to find a good spot in this town.
Yeah, but it's like a very limited use case. And sometimes it's like really hard to get lines because it's like most of their activities are concentrated in that
Definitely get some.
and most of their ridership is like for people with functional conditions, which are like developmental
I'm going to send some of this morning.
well, developmentally disabled people. So that's the majority of the ridership. And like if you go to Buffalo at like 3 p.m., you'll see a bunch of buses that have functional issues, getting people on and like just radiating out to like surrounding communities. So I'd say the best time to do that would probably be like during the off season, like now, maybe also during the summer season. Hey darling,
Yes.
what stops did you guys make along the way?
Okay, so on the first leg of the Trailblazer Transit bus, so actually I was there with Southwest Prime because I didn't make a stop, but my driver on Southwest Prime was freaking awesome. When we passed my pacing car, he offered like, yeah, I can pull off the side of the highway and want to get a shot of this. So I got a little bit of extra footage of pacing car because we did a little detour off the highway to get there. Then with Trailblazer, there were 3 other passengers on my first leg. The first one was a guy in Watertown who was in a wheelchair got on the bus. Then in Delano, I kid you not, older lady got picked up from the Culvers. Like most Midwest thing ever.
You got picked up at Culvers.
Yes,
Wow. You got picked up at a Kohl's?
a Culvers. The Delano Culvers. The old lady comes out.
It's pronounced Delano.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Delano.
No, I was like, what?
Oh, right. I mean, I've never been there, so like, I've never had an excuse to use the pronunciation. But okay, so Delano, okay. And then after that, we get to Buffalo.
You get to where?
No, actually, I'm trying to remember. There's one more stop because like there was a guy who got. Oh yeah, no, there's a guy just locally in Buffalo who got picked up from a smaller apartment complex or like I guess like senior living facility. So I was the youngest person by far.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like, no, yeah, there was 3 other people on my way, and then I'm the only one who gets dropped off at the Buffalo layover facility. And then after that, it was just only me for the flight to Big Lake.
Wow.
No, yeah, really, like all my connections were on time, if not early by a few minutes. Like that really went off without a hitch. Like genuinely, now I'm not scared of doing Dial-A-Ride stuff anymore. Like now I can actually like I want to do that more often. Actually, I don't know. I kind of
Me too after today, honestly.
Just
I
like
want to
the
talk
dogs
more
like
sales, gentlemen.
gonna say,
I could take the 827 to Noka, and then
Or the
like,
888's coming.
or the 888. I mean, like while the train's still running, if I want to get a shot at the station.
One day, like while this is running, I low-key want to do the really stupid thing of like trying to do the 1 minute transfer at Ramsey Station here when the other train's pulling in, but
Oh.
yeah, like this.
Oh, I see the other Northstar.
Yeah, you probably would be left here if you were
Yeah,
trying
you probably
I
would.
don't
You
know,
probably want to.
Ramsey.
Well, and also there's
You want a backup plan for that.
There's like a gate.
Oh, yeah.
Crossfire barrier.
Yeah, you have to go up and back around.
Yup,
Yeah.
yup.
So now, like,
Yeah, I don't know how possible this
There's a
is.
lot fewer people on that. I think this is maybe the only time that train's emptier than this train.
I was gonna say this is one of the few times the reverse is pulling more numbers.
Yeah.
Although the other week when I was on the there was a November there was a UMN engineering group that was doing a goodbye Northstar ride, and I think we had more people than the reverse or the normal commute.
Yeah.
That might go throw up to the lenses if I'm not gonna get horrible lens glare anyways
Yeah.
with this, but like I do not care. It's not about the quality of my shots, it's about the effort that I put into getting these. Because like every other train, like I don't know what other transit YouTubers out there are gonna like. Nobody else is gonna have the shot to do what I did.
So,
Like,
yeah. Got multiple cameras right now. So
Oh, fair enough.
I'm using my DS as my tripod.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty sure no one
awesome.
takes
that
risks
is
up there.
incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you see those.
They have to send photos to.
The Northstar, no, even more than the Northstar itself, the Northstar like branding is so like immersive.
It's
Am I
so
watching my stuff up
cute.
at a
Like the
Oh,
signs
dancing to
even
the
look
other-
like
Catch the
text,
link
the
dot
text
com.
on the text on
Right now it's good where it's at, so.
I love the 2000s grading. Oh god, I keep using scribbles. We're losing monetization. It's over. My apologies to everybody on this train. I'm not keeping up with you. I am not advertiser friendly. I'm almost tempted to just leave my GoPro running when we're at like at our friendly station, pull in and like just leave it on a table on the bottom, also like look, and then just grab it when we pull in. There you go. So just let me look for it around. Oh god. Sorry. This is already through the great state of Texas.
species inappropriate.
Species inappropriate. That is
Asking for a friend.
asking for a friend. Forwarding this and this.
Oh god.
Also, one thing this train has for the bus will not bathrooms.
So yeah, I was gonna say this is the only Metro Transit vehicle without bathrooms on it. We're gonna lose that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly,
I can count myself in the club that
water, but I'll have to drink the later.
has.
But like if you
I am in that has taken a shit on
you could from Pulse Bakery.
Wow. Awesome. I'll take this way.
This is
I
just
should
me
go to
green.
Cold Lake for it, thank you.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
I was gonna say I had this pointed at me first, but yeah. Thank you for bringing these back. I'm just sad I missed getting to go to the bakery. Oh yeah, I started with like 20 gigs on my SD card left because I cleared some space on it for footage. You wanna know how much I got left now? Hold on, let's take a look at this.
Oh my god.
I got 7.5 gigs free, so I've taken like over 14 gigs
like I'm at Go Transit in Toronto. They use
Anoka needs to be served by Amtrak so bad. I cannot wait until. I'm just like hypothetically thinking what the prices of tickets would be from like St. Paul UNT because it's like $11 from St. Paul to St. Paul by Amtrak. So I'm thinking $7 to $8 from like St. Paul to Anoka, which is a bit more expensive than the Northstar, about double the price of it. But
yeah.
actually, no, it was Anoka $475. $320. Okay, I was right.
It's the last station. That's $325.
I remember right. There's like 8 or 10 different models of Go Train.
What Anoka needs is a better bus network. I say this as someone who used to live in this town.
So I imagine if the 801 ran every.
Final call for Anoka. Next stop is.
A former Anoka resident has spoken. Oh yeah, more people coming on in Anoka. Looks like probably they took the 827's running now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was looking at the frequency or the schedule for that.
It's
I'm
every
actually.
60 now, right?
I thought it was every 30 on weekdays at least.
Really? Oh, I think that might only be to like.
It might only be to certain places because granted, I was looking at the East River stop next to the police station, and that looks like every 30 minutes, but there's 2 branches. There's like
I think it's one branch that goes to Anoka.
Jefferson Lines is going to be running a route with the contract through St. Cloud and Bigwood.
Really? What?
Apparently.
Excuse me? Hold on. That's the first I'm hearing about this. So you can, in theory, still get from the Twin Cities to St. Cloud.
Well, I mean, they had busted.
They already have a route to St.
Well,
Cloud.
I mean, yes, but like I mean, like for less than $20, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
That is very.
Because it does cost like if you go to the Lido Lakes like 95th Ave Park and Ride, Jefferson Line's booking from there to Forest Lake, which mind you, there's no stops in between. It's only 15 minutes. That still costs like $17. So like, and like I really
Minneapolis to Wilmer cost $70.
Oh,
Yeah.
awful.
Awful.
There's some really weird stuff you can do with their ticketing system.
That's why I'm good with my car.
I almost.
I have planned.
It's my own travel machine. You know,
Somehow
I'm pretty good. Pretty good with that.
West to St. Paul gives you some wild trips. You take really cheap. Like it tries to send you and back.
Oh, no.
It's only $9.
What?
$9 to go to Montana.
Okay, I'm doing it.
That is some like peak unemployed bullshit.
No, that's me. That's me spending $6 to go to Los
I
Angeles.
think they have full hard code in their system that St. Cloud to St. Paul is $9. And the system just breaks.
Yeah, like this morning I almost booked the Jefferson Lines to St. Cloud to make up for like losing. I'm so glad I didn't do that, and instead I did the trip you recommended me. But like, it's cheaper to book through the Mall of America to get to St. Cloud by $2 than the Minneapolis bus depot at like Grand Beach. It's so weird. It is so. It's like only a couple dollars cheaper, but it's like an entire extra bus leg.
So like, it's like $35 to go to Fargo. I think.
I have convinced they have a dartboard at their head and just like wherever lands, that's the price.
I hope
There's no one
there is.
that I can find.
Which is why I'm hoping the 882 eventually, MnDOT, like that council just takes up the subsidy bid from MnDOT for running the route to St. Cloud and just extend the 882 all the way. Because my thinking is if they did that, just charge $5 for the fare one way to St. Cloud. Like just up $1.75 more than the base express fare. That'd be like, if I can't have a trip to St. Cloud, at least make a super cheap bus.
I get a coach bus. They have a whole
Yes.
fleet of buses that they bring to just suburbs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I live in downtown St. Paul, and the 363 from Minneapolis to Cottage Grove goes through where I live all the time, and I know somebody who takes it, who lives that way. And it's like, this is an amazingly comfortable bus to take. Or a friend who used to live in Lakeville, same deal. And, but it's like, we need something, if we had to land from St. Cloud, it would be busy all day.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody would use it.
I actually do think they got former coach buses from Southwest Transit, I believe is what they got, to run the 888/882 right now, especially. I think because what was it? Sam was talking about it. That picked up a bit. They're probably going to strip out all the old Southwest transit seats, which kind of sucks because those are like the best comfort. Like, if I were to rank, it's probably like Southwest Transit and MBTA are very close on like the coach bus seat quality.
MBTA is so comfy.
It's so good. It's so good. The 465, I love it. But like, no, yeah, they're getting like actual coach buses to run the service to Midland. So it's like in theory, the vehicles are more than perfectly fine for them to run all the way to St. Cloud. It's just actually doing it, training the drivers.
It's the politics of it. It's completely the politics of it. Isn't that it's not functional too?
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's a weird thing where St. Cloud is in a suburb of the Twin Cities, and
it's too close to be considered like it's too close to be considered too separate from the Twin Cities economy to not count as like a satellite city, but it's too far to count as just an extra 67 miles.
Yeah.
Like, granted, Albany is like
broke the transit. I think they broke that routing at St. Cloud West too.
Oh.
St. Cloud, but I have proof in a screenshot that I gave to someone else.
Oh my goodness. You gotta see this. You gotta see this.
So, and then if you scroll over,
15 hours. I would do it. I would do it. I would do it for the vibe. Does it go to the zoo?
I did it. When you break it down, it would go through. It went through Billings, Montana.
Okay.
Then down to Kansas City, like Sioux Falls, Kansas City, and then back up.
Oh my
God! Trying to move forward how to get places without hitting the close station. I think the was overseeing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's
That's
Broke it now, because I searched it today and it doesn't exist anymore. It used to.
Yeah, like
5 hours is crazy.
55 hours by intercity bus. I feel like that'd be maybe close to my limit. I don't know. I have a suspicion. Like I've done like 8.5 hours. I could probably do 10 hours.
I've only done that Fargo trip.
I was gonna say I've done Chicago to St. Paul twice. It's the best highway in North America. I'm sorry, but it genuinely. It's the best highway in North America. I'm sorry, but it genuinely, like in my opinion, it's top 3. And as far as like any scenic, like when I say like you're out in like wilderness, like no civilization for like hundreds of miles, like that. It's one of the coolest. And all the water is like teal blue. It looks faint. It's super cool. But like I don't know if there's a single bus that does it. The closest that I've seen is in Alaska. There is a bus operator that does a fixed route service that kind of goes across like it goes from Fairbanks down to like Delta Junction, and then they have like a route from there. It's either Delta Junction or like some other town that's close to the border with Canada, and then like they have like another route from there that goes down to Anchorage. And it's expensive because everything in Alaska is expensive, but I have thought about doing the Great Alaska Loop by bus at some point.
Yeah.
But I'd love to do the whole thing. If there was an international bus that ran from like Fairbanks all the way down to like Winnipeg
More
or something.
international buses in general. We don't have one to Thunder Bay. We don't even have one to Winnipeg.
Oh yeah, I found out Jefferson Lines closed down their Winnipeg route in 2010. So we had it as recently as that.
They had it in like they actually had it in like 2016 for like 6 months. I distinctly remember them having it for like 6 months. And then it just went away.
It's so dumb.
We need state run buses.
A long time ago, and they don't have a lot of railroads there. They replaced them all with these first-class buses. There's first class, third class, second class, third class. So I studied in a town south of Mexico City, and I bought a ticket on this first-class bus to Cuernavaca, which is about an hour and a half south. And it's only 50 miles, but that's how fast the highways go there. It cost me $12. I rode in a bus that had a stewardess, an attendant who brought me beverages, brought me snacks. They had a movie above. We watched the movie while we were driving around the mountains. And I can't make this up. There was a door. In the back of the bus was a smoking section. You could open the door and be in the smoking section. And if you didn't want to smoke, you could sit in the front of it.
Now that is something you definitely don't see in Canada or the US.
No, exactly. The because they used to have railroads. The railroad industry was dead, so they replaced it with these buses because people gotta get around, and that's what they do. So you can get around all of Mexico like this very easily. There are a bunch of different bus lines that do it, and it's a horrible expensive to do.
There's better inner-city bus connections to Mexico than Canada.
No, yeah,
Yes,
that's the best one.
Oh yeah, for bus, yeah, because let's look at who's the demographic using it.
Yeah.
Are people that don't have a ton of money and they're trying to get back to Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take a bus, like there's a bus company that runs from St. Paul, Minneapolis to Dallas.
Is it like El Centro? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, because there's one that goes down to
Tornado
like,
bus or El Expresso.
El Expresso.
Expresso,
There's
that's what it is.
also Transporte Science.
oh,
There's two of them that run to, basically the bus from the Twin Cities runs to Dallas-ish, and then that's where you transfer to get to their buses to Mexico.
I was gonna say, I thought there was a ride to like from here to Monterey or something, which would be like insane. I'd love to do that one. I just need to get like I'm waiting for my real ID to get finished, but I really want to get like an enhanced license or something just so I can at least cross Canada to Mexico.
Yeah, I've done the El Expresso bus from Minneapolis to Des Moines just because it was the cheapest way. It was cheaper than Jefferson Line.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were just so we had to go. They've made it so that way it's not really like cost effective now to do it that way because presumably they want to save the space and it's going further than 4 hours. Well, yeah, all the announcements were in Spanish. I had very clue what was going on.
That's incredible.
I somehow got locked out at a rest stop for 20 minutes because the bus driver didn't go to the bathroom. And we didn't realize he was going to lock the bus when he went in to go to the bathroom. So we were just sitting at like a random gas station in Iowa waiting to get back on the bus. Because of like, I didn't know Spanish. He probably made the announcement in Spanish. So I didn't know what he was saying. But yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like, I mean, honestly, any Midwest intercity bus trip, you'd be remiss without some kind of rest break at a quick trip or some kind of like
Pilot. That's where my trip to Fargo was. Alexandria.
because I had like, because every time I think about like the Wisconsin Dells layover and the quick trip, is this Coon Rapids? Yes.
I think we're in Fridley.
Oh my God, we already hit Fridley.
Yeah.
In which case, I'm turning this on because we're going to need to get more footage when we pull into Midland Island.
I'm definitely going to need more footage when we get to Minneapolis, too.
Oh, yeah. Definitely get on this side. You'll get the views of, like, IDS Tower, Capella Tower, and everything when we're crossing over the river.
Right. I will once we get closer.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're right.
This is darker car. I need a darker car for my photos.
This is what I think is the weirdest Northstar station
It's
because
my favorite.
there's a ton, like you go down.
I used to live here. I lived like 700 feet away from the station on Trinity Drive over there. Yeah, this is my childhood station. I moved in 2009 when this first opened. We used to get to because Stevenson Elementary School is on this side. A bunch of families live on this side. This is the only way to cross the train tracks for miles in either direction. So they needed to build that tunnel. And like, BNSF, of course, oh yeah, and of course this is an island platform station because it's intended, the other side of the platform's been never open, but it's always been intended to be shared with Northern Lights Express and stuff.
Yeah.
But, no, yeah, like, the station has, like, dual utility with that tunnel and everything, like a crossing, and it's, Fridley, I think, is trying to fight to at least save the tunnel because, well, like, BNSF wants to destroy all the stations, or at least, well, tentatively
Well, guys,
speaking,
we
they
have
do,
one more
unless they
stop,
can
which
score a
is
deal with Amtrak, because if Amtrak picks
Target
up these
Field
stations,
Station, where it meets with Metro, Blue Line, and Green
Sorry.
Line. No, it's okay.
No, you're all good. My bad.
That's okay.
No, yeah, basically, like, Amtrak can pick up all these stations with basically, like, no
I'll just
capital.
put it back in
Oh,
my
yeah,
little
sure, like, you have to
tripod
extend
and
platforms or
enjoy
whatever, but
the
platform
ride.
height is probably fine. It's like, it's all lower floor, like, there's
The big work is done, yeah.
Yeah,
Extend the platform. I mean, you've got tracks, you've got signals that work with the tracks.
exactly.
Even if you don't extend the platform, just like these platforms can do up to 6, I think. Like, they have had 10-car trains before.
Oh, yes. There is a photo out there of like one of the 10-car trains, 2 locos, 10 cars, and it was like a combined game day train for the Twins and Vikings that they ran in the late 2010s. And God, if I had a time machine, I'd love to go back and just
Yeah,
ride
I
that.
think they could fit. I think you can fit fit up to 8 of these trains, or 8 of these cars on the platform, which would be long enough for the
That's like Empire. Yeah, I was gonna say that's like Empire Builder like almost. Like
like it's longer than a lot of Empire Builder stop trains.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Winona Station comes to mind as like they literally have to fit the train in between the city blocks. Like sometimes it blocks the street when it stops. And I'm like, if they can do that on the Empire Builder, stop it in Anoka at least or something.
Yeah.
Like,
I've taken the Long Island Railroad, Underground Railroad in New York, and they literally said at this station you can only get out of. Basically, they said you can only get out of the first 4 cars.
Yeah.
The platform is only this long. That's all. If you need to get off of this trip, please go to these cars.
Yeah, you get on Go too sometimes in Toronto because I was there. I was there earlier this year.
God, we were so close to having a Go style system, and like because. Of course, the Northstar was not supposed to just be a one-line commuter rail. We had like 3 or 4 others in the Tier 1 category, Dan Patch and Red Rock. Red Rock didn't pan out on ridership projections because the East Metro's broke. But Dan Patch gets a study ban, so we don't even get the ability to study it because the legislative peeps in the 2000s wanted to play a little bit of sabotage.
Yeah, I am 100% convinced, and this went to St. Cloud.
Oh, they forgot.
The history, like, we would be researching other lines right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Dan Patch would be getting built if it isn't already.
Yeah, there's a reason why highway BRT is still kind of a red area in Minnesota. It's because of the red line. Why light rail until the green line extension was just like, everyone was happy with it because red or blue line blew up, like blue traction out of the water. Green line pre-COVID did quite well, but it was like, this works in Minnesota because we picked good corridors.
Exactly. Like the Dan Patch would have been, like both Northstar and Dan Patch were about like best corridors you could possibly get on the regional rail sense. It's just, it was sabotaged from jump. Like the Northstar was like literally legislators in the 2000s like lobbied the federal government. Like there were changes made to the standards the MTA had, of course. So like and of course it was single track from Big Lake to like St. Cloud at the time until 2015 when BNSF double tracked the whole thing anyways.
Yeah, did it for their own purposes.
Oh yeah, because oil
fields.
I was gonna say North Dakota oil fields today, and like Amtrak and Northstar getting delayed a whole bunch on the corner, like made them go, okay, we should do something about this. But like, no, yeah, I have a feeling if we have this going to St. Cloud, the Dan Patch at least can get built with DMUs or electric multiple units instead. But you know, like Stadler flirts or whatever. But
I
just would have loved trains. Period.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I just think they're shutting down. Like I think the only way we can afford especially focus people on like look at how Borealis is doing.
Exactly.
We want to build more of the Borealis.
And now it's like, I think the biggest
I've been saying in the interviews, it's like this is cooling down. I mean, we have a Borealis, which is doing well. People want to be connected to like a bunch of.
You know what I've been thinking? You know, like the Northstar, or you know, like the high wall.
yes.
What if we did something like that?
I mean, the biggest problem is honestly that half the arguments for shutting down the Northstar was like, oh, Met Council subsidizing stuff for counties that don't even exist in the like 7-county area. And I'm like, well, MnDOT was making this, then it's suddenly a party. Like now it's not coming out of the Metro Transit.
The whole thing is so bizarre.
It's so dumb.
And like, there's so much politics around this, and I'm just like, I cannot figure how the politics work here. And I was at the point where I was talking to a couple of yeah, so I'm like, I can't tell you. I don't know. I'm like, I truly feel like I didn't say this, but I truly feel if you ask like 10 different people who are involved in politics, there's like that council BNSF with that. 8 different 20 different answers.
You almost get to it, you kind of do. And the biggest struggle for me, honestly, is just like, again, a lot of the politics behind the Northstar are bad. Like, it really is like the problem with trying to get any passenger rail stuff done in Minnesota is that there is, to address the elephant in the room, there is a specific party of politicians who do not like passenger rail projects, period, and will try at every turn to sabotage, delay, or do anything to hinder the funding and construction of that. That's why Northern Lights Express took 5 years to get money for construction from 2018 to now, because the Republicans didn't want to put the money. So it took until the DFL trifecta for Northern Lights Express Express to get money. And because of that, Northstar got delayed on getting its third mainline track so that it could actually run midday trains, let alone run to St. Cloud. And, well, of course, Northstar not being allowed to run to St. Cloud in the first place, being an act of sabotage politically, and then the dam hatch being sabotaged so it couldn't even be built in the first place because of the study ban. And then Rochester Zip Rail also getting hit with the study ban and not being allowed to get built. So we couldn't even get the high-speed rail to the third largest city in Minnesota. And what's another one? Oh, right. This isn't necessarily Minnesota's fault, but Scott Walker, former governor of Wisconsin, destroying the high-speed rail plan from
You shall not be named.
yeah, the Voldemort of
Going back to 2010 in Wisconsin, and it's just,
You're really picking up on history.
No, yeah, I'm making a Northstar video.
this is like me talking about how bad shit's gone and how much shit had to go wrong. This isn't even about transit.
I would say, I counted 186 total on the train going south up to Big Lake. A few of them looked, I think, they were with a group, so I'm going with
You
over
can't
150.
God, that is, I try to count everybody on the buses I'm on. That's nerd level. That's
So I
insane.
counted 186.
For all this ice shit to happen.
Yeah.
Because I watch old election
So I would say
old election nights.
whenever we say it, we're going to say 100, over 150.
I've watched the 2012
There's so
one,
few that do it as
and it's it
an act.
is
I doubt very
entertaining
many
because it's
people
far
are
enough for me.
there were on their own,
But
don't wanna
I
say-
I hear their
I don't want to count
Republicans
every
being
single one. I
like,
want
oh, we have to compromise on immigration.
So
We
I
have to
would go-
create a
I'm
path to
comfortable saying
citizenship.
We've been saying that for
It's
years.
saying that.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it's like
And then
the one.
fucking Marco Rubio was one of the people
Yeah.
who was part
A
of
lot of people
bipartisan,
just
passes, and that was the reason he lost the primary.
People just want
And now he's part of the Nazi
All I can say is no, even being illegal. I want to go back to when we were called I'm older than ice. I was born before that agency.
I am just barely not a teenager, and ICE is 2 years older than me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're literally.
Only we could get this
I'm
every day.
literally a fucking baby, and
I
I'm
don't think
almost
we
as
would.
old as
I don't think we'd be closing on the
All I
line.
can say is I genuinely
also.
it's such a herring to call people it's citizenship is such an arbitrary thing. If you're paying taxes and you're contributing to an economy, you're being
Yeah, you're welcome.
you're more than enough for me. It's I'm not just a citizen.
Sounds good, yeah.
They should not just be able to say, they should be able to fucking vote.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you're paying taxes and you're not getting representation, that doesn't feel fair to me. I think
Sounds good. So,
you should be allowed
about
to
hearing
get
they'll keep dying
licenses. You should be allowed to get the ability to vote.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Homes. You should be able to
Perfect.
It's human right.
You should be able to not be exploited and working.
I mean, half the reason I'm a public transit advocate is I believe in the freedom of movement, and I think tourism is in the first place.
No, I'm with you. That's like the thing about me is I have thought about it. I don't think anarchism. This is kind of where I got to. I'm very sympathetic, and I've kind of identified with it, but I just don't know how practical anarchism.
It's hard to figure out the path.
It's hard to figure out how that would happen. But I do think it is possible to have world without war.
Oh, easily.
Even without that.
Oh yeah.
That should be
World Schengen so overwhelmed.
yeah.
Genuinely,
It is literally a system that keeps the world segregated. You see how hard it is for people in if you live in the Congo or something. If you even have the money to go to where else in the world, like outside of Africa, it's such a convenience.
Yeah, I was gonna
you have
say-
to get visas.
Yeah, because not every passport is created
You
equal.
might not even get.
And it's and that's literally only judging you based upon the country you're from. It's zero merit to your actual character, how because there's people who are Americans who abuse their tourist privileges all the time. And then,
Yeah, they sure their passport rules are.
all I can say is the best way I can frame people getting into anarchism, or at least explaining how it would work in a practical sense, if you wanted to hear the best way I describe it is essentially, you know how shopping carts work, right? You know how like in society, people, there's nothing illegal about not returning a shopping cart to its receptacle. And yet, by and large, millions of people every day, even if not a lot of people, even if there are people who don't do it, millions of people still return the shopping carts to their receptacles. And that's purely...
Alright everyone, as you can see, we're
voluntary behavior from individuals.
We're about to arrive at the very last station on the southbound end of the Northstar commuter rail, which is Target Field Station.
Before you exit the train, please make sure you have all your belongings. Have a good New Year. Thanks for riding the Northstar.
Alright.
I'm glad they're able to at least like talk with more people.
And once the train stops, this live will end. I will let you all know that I will put an entire video together of the experience of the Northstar commuter rail and how it all went.
I was gonna say, I was in Waconia.
Thank you all for watching the last live stream and this live stream.
I can't believe I was
And I appreciate all your support.
It's like,
I know, right? I can't believe I did all of that today without a car at all.
They need something.
No, we're being autistic. No, but like actually, okay, I'm gonna give you this back.
I gotta get it too.
I repeat, we're about to approach Target Field Station.
That's like a two-chain of fake news because I borrowed.
I have to give that to that as well. They that.
Yeah. We're going to vote as well.
But no, yeah, sounds good. Yeah. The shopping cart is my favorite way of framing it. It's the most casual context possible.
Northstar.
The big barrier a lot of people have in their minds is like the organized society without the threat of like, you know, punitive action for a rule of law or whatever. And like, honestly, before you even get to anarchism, you kind of have to understand like a world without police and prisons. And that, once you get there, you're like, oh,
That's like impossible.
I mean, for me, I've always, for a lot of people, it's difficult, but like, it's, a lot of people, we were shockingly close in 2020 to a lot of people understanding. I feel like on a latent level, there's still potential for that, but it's mostly just like, it's more the idea of like, we should get to a point in society where like, all the factors that would lead people to commit crimes in the first place are partially controlled, and so there's no real need for a punitive force to do that kind of thing in the first place. Like, for example, traffic violations. Instead of having cops try to police us out of traffic violence, you design better. You build better streets and everything, and that like Vision Zero is possible through literally.
All right, here it is, Target Field Station.
I love that YouTube Live is for this conversation. This is like the woke train.
Hope you all enjoyed these conversations. Alright.
No, you gotta say hi, chat.
The wokeism.
Hope you all enjoyed it. Here we go.
Big news for the train stopping community.
Alright. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one.